So my next question is the hello ladies, because I feel like that was like the transition of when everybody was like, yeah, this character is one of those characters.
Absolutely.
When did you feel like that got over? Like, because that catchphrases are a big thing in wrestling, and that just became like the signature.
Yeah, it did. It was totally by accident. The very first vignette, do you recall those vignettes that were leading up to my debut? So the very first vignette that we filmed, I was in the shower, and the very first line on the script was "Hello, ladies," and then start cutting the promo. So said "Hello, ladies," cut the promo, and then when we watched it back on the monitor, just that line, "Hello, ladies," kind of stood out, and I remember thinking, "Hello, ladies," we could just use that at the beginning of every vignette. We still didn't know we were going to do jokes out in the ring with it. I just figured this would be a good start for every of the vignettes that we're recording.
Yeah.
So we added it to the beginning of every vignette. It was always the same thing. "Hello, ladies."
Yeah.
And then of course on our debut, it was literally like, hey, we're going to take that "Hello, ladies" and follow it up with a joke that was designed, and it had, this was Vince McMahon's parameters, right? He says, these jokes have to be carefully crafted so that adults completely get it, and the kids are going, what are mommy and daddy laughing at?
Yeah.
And I think we did a pretty good job coming up with the jokes, manufactured like that. So yeah.
Absolutely. And it was a great character for the time, for being in the Attitude Era, like the character was there. Hello, ladies. You also had the towel. How did the towel become a thing and part of your character?
Well, that was another thing. That very first vignette, when I got out of the shower, I took the towel off, wrapped it around my waist, and we were talking about it afterwards. And when we're trying to think of something to wear down to the ring, at first I just wasn't going to wear anything other than just my trunks and boots and pads. And nobody's ever worn a towel down to the ring. It's already in my vignettes. It makes sense. And we said, let's give it a shot. And as soon as I wrapped it on, and then I envisioned myself for the first time walking down to the ring, and I'm like, oh yeah, this thing's perfect. We don't need anything else special. We don't need, razzle dazzle, shiny things or bright lights. Just the towel around the waist and just look as slimy as I possibly can. And it's perfect, right? I mean,
really
no
is.
one's done that before.
No.
And that's what really, going back to that very first phone call down in Mexico, when he said, film star, and I thought Hulk Hogan, Jesse Ventura. Well, no one's worn a towel down to the ring. So from that phone call to the towel around the waist and the "Hello, ladies" and the double innuendo joke going on, I think we created a character that has never been done before, or not even come close to it. I don't even remember another character who's even close to that.
Clearly
So
a one-of-one.
I think the closest you could get to that was Rick Rude,
Yeah.
who, with a hip
Travis
swivel
Rick.
was similar, but let's face it, he had a completely different MO than the big Val Boski did. Yeah.
Absolutely.
He did not have a
Did
towel.
not have a towel. Did not have a towel.
So,
But
Val,
he
with
was a
your-
badass wrestler, that's for
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
He
absolutely.
was a badass wrestler.
That was kind of like the preview to what was going to
Yes,
go.
yes, that man could have been my daddy.